Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and I just wanted to say my very, very belated happy Remembrance Day. Well, it's Remembrance Sunday today. I've done it far too late, I really have. I should have done it at an earlier time, shouldn't I? Oh dear, but all the same. Well, the Remembrance Day, just to let you know, is a very, very important day, and it's not till the 11th of November. But if you don't mind me making a rerun of saying it what I said before, I will say it now. The 11th of November, every single year, is a very important day to our calendar. It's known as Remembrance Day. The day where we remember all the soldiers who have died while fighting for our freedom in all wars, including World War I and World War II. Memorial services are held everywhere on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. And we have many worlds dedicating our memory to several war veterans. Many have survived and are still alive as of 2020, nearly 2021, but sadly and almost inevitably, as one would expect, several have died. Several have lost their lives in the war, sacrificing scarcely moments, and some have survived and happily live at home. Well, obviously not so happily right now in the age of coronavirus, but yes, there are some who have survived and their minds are just full of memories and pretty much blown by their experience from it. Sadly, we have no surviving World War I veterans because the very last surviving World War I veterans attended the Remembrance Sunday 2008, and there were only 3 left at that point, which but then they very, very sadly died less than a year later. Because it was 2008 when they attended the Remembrance Sunday memorial service, but then Bill Stone was the first one to go. But the people who attended, the very, very last World War II veterans, if you don't mind me saying so and rephrasing my saying, the veterans who attended Remembrance Sunday event 2008 Remembrance Sunday were Bill Stone, 1900 to 2009, who was then 108 at the time, who came over, and Harry Patch, 1898 to 2009, who was then 110 at the time of Remembrance Sunday 2008, and Henry Allingham, then aged 112 at the time, and he was England's oldest man at the point. Well, at that time he was England's oldest man in November 2008, where he was the oldest man for quite a few years in England at that time, and he was slowly on the brink of deterioration, because his health sadly was going downhill at that point, but still made his appearance. It was also the 90th anniversary of the armistice signing, the 9th November 2008. Well, 2008 was the 90th anniversary, but the 11th of November 2008 was the 90th anniversary of the all 3 veterans 2008, the very, very last World War I veterans in the UK, in England, and pretty much the world, if you don't mind me saying so. They attended the 90th anniversary of the armistice signing. Yes, and but it's a very, very important day also for World War II veterans, not to mention. But we do have some people still alive who lived through World War I, well, as very, very young children, but they're now over 110 at the very oldest, and well into their hundreds now, but they're going to probably pop off very sadly. At some point this decade, they're going to sadly pop off because of old age. Yes, but we've got many World War II veterans, but I think we're still going to have World War II veterans for hopefully a few more years, but I think by probably the 2030s at the very earliest, and the late 2030s at the very, very latest, I think our last World War II veterans are likely to just pop off at that point, which would be incredibly sad. It really, really would. No, I could tell you how sad from my heart it would be for all the World War II veterans to sadly all pop off. But many have popped off several years ago. It's just one of those things that happens. Old age, it's highly inevitable. But it's really an important day, putting in the cenotaph in remembering all the soldiers who sacrificed their own lives to fight in World War II. Also, Dave and Sally's fathers both fought in World War II. But it does, I probably won't say too much because I think Dave's likely to watch it and it's going to make Sally emotional, so shh, I probably won't say too much about their fathers fighting in war. Oh. But yes, many men, particularly many men, who sacrificed their own lives while fighting for our freedom in both those wars. Yes, certainly a very important day to remember, and that's why we have the poppy. Sadly, I haven't got mine on, very, very stupidly, but I very, very much respect Remembrance Day. And even though there are some people who don't care about it, or have a very, very silly reason why Remembrance Day is on, but for those of you who are quite cynical about it, I know a lot of you aren't, but if there are anyone who's cynical and very, very distrustful about Remembrance Day, you must remember that Remembrance Day is not about over-glorifying war. It's about the conflict which we've suffered through, a reminder of why we must never have a world war again. It's also a time to reflect the soldiers who have passed away as well, to defend our freedom, and that's the true meaning of Remembrance Day, I'm afraid, to be quite blunt about it. Yes, Remembrance Day, everybody, is a day to respect it and remember. A very important day in all our lives. A very, very vital day in our lives too, just as a reminder. But thanks so much, all of you, for watching. And please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Another time. From your friend Foxy.